He's putting together one of the better seasons in league history. It's the Steamers and the Eagles. All that and more coming up next on EA Sports.
Now from the birthplace of the game itself, EA Sports so proud to join you from the Hall of Fame city of Canton. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week. And we are underway from Canton. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Phillies offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
And he made both sides happy last week, didn't he?
Yeah, 3-3.
I mean, his guys, they caught 3 touchdown passes, but he threw 3 interceptions. Gotta get off of that schneid and get back to just throwing touchdown passes and taking care of the ball better.
That's right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
That's a good start to the ball game. Maybe a little bit of a tone setter offensively. They come out throwing right away, and it's an early completion and a quick first down.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. A look there at his numbers on the ground a week ago. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
From just shy of midfield, here's second down and 2. Hurts going to keep it running right. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Hurts sets up to throw it. That is caught. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4. Hurts. Caught. It's Huff. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Well, whatever script they put together for this offensive drive, Charles, seems to be working. I'm curious to see if this defense will make any adjustments here.
Things certainly going according to plan, aren't they? I mean, the way they're advancing the football, it's like they're...
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is third down. Here's Hurts to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's incomplete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. And he remains perfect on this opening drive. Charles now 5 of 5 and another first down to work with.
He's like one of those great shooters in basketball that has his rhythm, has his confidence, and he doesn't think anything is going to miss right now. As far as he's concerned, he's going to be perfect the entire game, and who's to say that it won't happen the way he's throwing it right now.
And the Eagles are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Swift is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good...
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Illegal touching. Offense.
So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Ken?
Lawrence fumbles it. On 3rd and goal, they're going to run the option.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So on now the field goal team for Philadelphia. And this one will be a 29-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. So out comes the offense now with a long field ahead of them. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie quarterback.
And he's certainly putting together an MVP-type season, leading the league in both passing yards and touchdown passes. There have not been too many defenses have been able to stop him or even slow him down. So he's got a sight set on another big game right here.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. First run of the game for Jahmyr Gibbs, the Alabama product. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. Pretty much unreal, not just in terms of yardage, Charles, but also throw in the 3 touchdowns as well.
When you put the whole package together, I can make you a pretty good guarantee right now. He's going to see a few more people in the box every time he lines up.
Yeah, I don't think that the defense has any choice. They've got to stop him. Can't let a repeat performance like that.
Agreed.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Atkins. And that is incomplete.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. Take a big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter? I mean, what's going on here? You owe some explanations.
It's a gain of 14 down to the 14.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Now Hurts going to keep it running left. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
Oh, man, that wasn't fun. In a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it. And while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Throwing is Hurts. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles are able to stretch out their lead.
Nothing like understanding where your escape hatches are as a quarterback. Here he's looking, but he knows he doesn't want to force anything. So when nothing avails itself, He slips past the rushers, takes it right up the middle, and takes it into the end zone.
No going for two. They'll kick the point after. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. 10-0 the score after one on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it as we resume action. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Back to throw. Atkins. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got a man complete. And what a big-time play there. 47 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
A give right side for Gibbs.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Atkins. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 13-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. On the give, here's Gibbs.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. For a lot of people, the MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. With another touchdown, number 24 on the year.
And the Steamers are back within a score.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7.
Well, after the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Tackle made that time by Aleem McNeil.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Hurts connecting there with Brown for the Eagles first.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
It's caught on the right side of Smith. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. The offense on third down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is third down and 12. He'll drop to throw.
And Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground.
It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to fourth down. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Pulled in at the 24. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return.
Here comes the Canton offense to set up shop. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Jaquan Brisker.
And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
2nd and 5.
Operating from the gun, Atkins. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And touchdown! A big play there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And his guys have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10.
After the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And A.J. going to pick up an Eagles first down as he'll get this up past the 35-yard line.
They'll set up to throw, and that's complete to Huff. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Back to throw again. In the middle of the traffic, and that's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. First down now, but that clock rolling. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
It's a nice completion and a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you?
From the gun, it's Hurts. He'll drop this one off to Swift.
Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And incomplete on the deep ball.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Second down, here's Hurts. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked up by L'Jarius Sneed.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
They were in a very good position to come up with a go-ahead score there. A really good drive. Instead, it turns into 6 points going the other way. Psychologically, I don't know what that's going to do to them.
So as a coach, you're looking at that as at least a 10-point swing, right? Because they had the field goal in their back pocket.
They certainly did, and you're right. At least a 10-point swing, maybe more.
After the touchdown, here's the punter, Trenton Gill, to kick it away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Yeah, the Eagles going to get one final possession in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Eagles will take their third and final timeout.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
As the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
That to the sideline and incomplete. Boy, they're going to say there's a receiver in the area. That was close to grounded, but it's second down.
He'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
And that's a lesson learned from the previous drive. Last time he forced one, and it turned into a pick 6. Here, he knows better, and he just throws that one away.
Again, he'll drop to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Well, they've already allowed 3 sacks in this first half, now a holding penalty.
So I think drastic measures had to be taken, right? The regular way was not working. He was getting hit almost every snap, it felt like. They had to try and keep him upright.
And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. So we have reached halftime.
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had the luck what they saw in that first half.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
This offense, Charles, well, we talked about how well they played all season, sitting now at 13-0 with a finish line for a perfect regular season That's in sight. Some in the media this week were pointing back to the 07 Patriots. Of course, remember, they finished the regular season unbeaten, but they were tested multiple times in that final month plus.
Yeah, but something like 4 of the last 6 wins were one-possession games, and they played like a team that was trying to protect something instead of chasing something. And that's what happens when you have an undefeated record. So it behooves you as a team, get a couple blowouts in there so you get a chance to relax and breathe. But that's much easier said than done.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Back to throw. Atkins. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And all the way in for the touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
On first down, Hurts. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They'll look to throw now on first down. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Right back to him for 10 more and a first.
And you start to think if it's going to happen for these guys, it's got to start with this drive. Down 3 scores, they need to start making some inroads. And that'll help the cause there as they pick up good yardage and a first down.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Well, that frustration, Charles, it's been building on the defensive side of the ball, and unfortunately there it turns into a roughing the passer penalty.
Yeah, and they should be frustrated because he's picked them apart the entire game, but it's got to come out in a different way. You can't hit him illegally. Stop him downfield the way you're supposed to.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Got a man. It's Brown. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
Well, that's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. Second and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. Hurts sets up to throw it. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete.
That was a difficult catch, and I admire the fact that he actually caught the football, worked so hard to get his feet down in bounds, tried to do the toe tap. My dad's an accomplished tap dancer. I'm not sure he would have gotten his feet in on that one.
Is he really?
Yeah, that he is.
How about that? What about Young Davis?
No, it did not. It did not crunch.
It didn't carry over.
It stopped right there.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Aleem McNeil in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that'll get the deficit down to 15.
So that maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but it does get them back within a couple of scores.
And at this point in the third quarter, you don't have much margin for error, and that means you can't have drives that end with nothing. Whether it's a punt, a turnover on downs, those have to go away. You have to end with a kick, either a field goal or an extra point after a touchdown.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Canton offense takes over once again.
And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Another run for Gibbs here.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
46 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah.
Touchdown! A great effort there. 66 yards.
And the Steamers take a 3-touchdown lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead opens up now to 22 points.
Well, after the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away.
And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
They go play action with Hurts.
He'll buy some time, and he's going to go down again. They get to him for a loss of 4, and he brings up 3rd down on the sack.
Hurts.
He's got Smith here, and he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Breaks through the contact. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And this offense set up with a very short field. 1st and 10 inside the 20. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Steamers get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Well, to put it mildly, he's been able to dice up this secondary all game long, and this time that was a missile that he threw into the end zone and adding another touchdown to his ledger.
And I think we see these youngsters develop a lot quicker than we ever have, because when they get...
Back now in the home of the Pro Football Hall of Fame, Canton, Ohio, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Eagles offense making their way back out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
Here's Hurts to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Go Silver, ready?
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
Letting one go deep for the end zone.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Throwing is Hurts.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. It's been that kind of a day so far throwing the football. It just seems like nothing going right offensively.
Yeah, it's a catch that should have been made pure and simple. And look, everything else that goes into running a good pass route.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless, take care of the ball on the way out.
And they're going to speed things up here. Throwing on 1st down. Atkins. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line.
Here's Gibbs.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Looking to throw. Atkins. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
To throw on 3rd down. Atkins.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Well, part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick six on the other side, and now they get a pick six of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick six from earlier in this game?
Extra point attempt to follow here. And that'll cut the lead down to 22. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. And it looks like this one won't work out. Hans team able to secure the football. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. And quickly they get to the line.
Now they'll audible to something else.
On 1st and 10, Atkins, and he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
On 2nd down, here's Gibbs.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. This offense so far on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 19. Back to throw. Atkins. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the 1st down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him, and after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hopefully they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a 1st down.
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the 4th.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
There he goes again,
and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Well, after the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
Eagles set and ready for their next offensive drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Caught. It's Huff. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Looking to throw.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Isaiah Foskey, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
Escaping the pressure right. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm all